taking the 2-3 steps, 1, 2, 3. Look, I want to reverse everything. And the leg comes through. From here, if I get loaded up in the air with my hips, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, shoot. When I don't respect someone's Uchimata, I'm just gonna go for it. And I can just kind of look, see how I just use my body weight this way? All right guys, I'm here with my friend Nick. Thank you for being here. He had a question in the dojo that was really interesting. How do you stop Uchimata?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you teach me?
I'm gonna teach you. And there's lots of different methodologies to stop it. You could either just stop the actual technique, right? You could anticipate it and ride it, or you could try to counter it. All these different things kind of come into play, okay? All right, so Uchimata comes. What does Uchimata look like, right? I'm gonna show you Uchimata like this, ready? Oh! Good morning. Just wanted to... That's Uchimata. That's one of many types of Uchimata. I have an Uchimata instructional, go check that out. Okay, so first and foremost, if I feel like Nick's doing an Uchimata, and if I'm in a winning position, okay, for him to go Uchimata when I have this arm pin, it's gonna be very, very difficult, okay? Also, if I have this hand high and controlling the head, let's say if I control the head, if he wants to go Uchimata, it's very, very difficult here. Well, let's just say I don't see it coming and we're 50-50. Now it's a little bit more difficult, okay? Even more difficult if I'm actually losing in position. Now the Uchimata is very, very dangerous, especially Nick, because he has a good Uchimata. Okay, so what I want to do if I want to stop the Uchimata is as he's taking the 2-3 steps, 1, 2, 3, look, I want to reverse everything, okay? If he's going to take my hand this direction, turn my shoulders over here, right, and then bring my hips onto his hips, right, I want to do the reverse of all those things. So if he goes really, really slow, look, I'm going to pull this arm back, lean my head into this arm, and as he throws his hips, I'm going to hip check him with my hip here, okay? So that's sort of the basic first line defense. Now, what happens a lot of the time is Nick shows Uchimata, fakes it, short fake, right? And then look, he comes back out, and then look, I'm coming back out, and then he times Uchimata now, and now I'm gone. Ah! Thank you for that, Nick.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. So those are some of the issues. So now, as Nick goes in for Uchimata, maybe I don't just stuff it. If I'm certain that timing that's coming, I'll just do the defense like this, right? But generally best, if I could always be in good position, now there's zero Uchimata risk. Okay, but it's not always that you could dominate the grips like that. Therefore, you have to be able to stop it. He's going for Uchimata. I think he's gonna go for Uchimata, right? Stop it this way. Okay? Now he enters Uchimata, and I don't stop it in time. He enters, go ahead, Uchimata, right? I don't stop it in time, and the leg comes through. From here, if I get loaded up in the air with my hips, I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay, so stay right here, let go of the hand here. I wanna take my hips and shift it further away. So now, I'm gonna take the center of gravity away from where his leg is. So now I can step out and around, okay? The key to this, when I'm riding the Uchimata, is I wanna make sure that my head doesn't get brought downward, okay? Because if I sidestep this initial Uchimata here, now from here, this is the Kenkan position, right? No longer is he gonna load me up and launch me over. Now he's gonna hop this Uchimata through. He's gonna wanna bring my head down and finish this hopping Uchimata. So I wanna keep my head upright so he can't bring my head down. You see how that works, right? You know, Uchimata, look, I'm anticipating it, I'm sidestepping it, right? Look, I keep my head up this way. Go ahead, finish it. If I keep my head up this way, it's very difficult, okay? Somebody very good might switch to Uchi. So I wanna make sure the foot doesn't go around very close, because you go Uchimata again, right? Here, right? If I'm very close here, see? When he switches this slight to Kochi, whoops! Very easy for me to get taken down, so I'm gonna step away. So it's the combination of both, right? Hip checking it, riding it, okay? Now we're gonna look at anticipating it and countering it. There's 3 skashis. You know skashi? Where does the Uchimata go by?
Yeah.
All right? If I feel like Nick is gonna blast me straight through with the Uchimata this way, go nice and easy. Oh, shoot! Bang, boom. I'll let the leg go by me. Gotta time it. If it looks like Uchimata's coming, right? 1, 2, look, I go here, back step and you go harai. Bah, I'm gonna get launched. So you kind of have to be absolutely certain that Uchimata is coming. Taio also can happen. And that's one type of Sakashi. The other Sakashi is he thinks I'm gonna hip check and stop it. I'm gonna do Uchimata once. Bang! And he almost takes me. Oh! So now he thinks that's gonna be my defense. As he's going really Uchimata. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Look, I'm gonna lift this leg and then rotate him over. Bang! Right? And because there's no leg to make contact, the momentum takes him up, and I swing him and rotate him inside this leg. Very flexibility dependent. Now, the most advanced version of this is, remember Sean that just came?
Yeah.
He did this. And you see guys like Maruyama and the top dogs do it. So good, Go Uchimata. They try to defend it, bang! Right, keep hopping it through. Boom! Hopping through. Look, here, right here. Look, I'm gonna bring this foot down, okay, and as he goes to lift it, whoop! That's the king of Uchimata Sakashis. Uchimata's coming. Oh no, right? He's gonna go down. I'm about to get thrown. So I do a last ditch, like final, it's a Hail Mary. Down, right? And then I wide step out to let the leg clear. That makes sense? I don't know if that was clear. I don't have the flexibility to do a lot of stuff, so I don't. When I don't respect someone's Uchimata, I'll just be like, go for it, right? Because I could just kind of look, see, I just use my body weight this way. So I didn't do this so much, but I just lean with this. And if I know he's kind of, hand is pretty low, it's very difficult for him to go bring my head that way, right? Especially if I'm pinning it, you know? And also right versus left is a little bit different also, right? If I'm right versus left. You know, you're fighting for the sleeve sometimes, and then you Uchimata this way, right? Now from here, what I'm gonna try to do is stuff his head here, right? So you're gonna wanna try to return your head. And sometimes maybe you could even like, if I'm not very disciplined with holding the sleeve tight, you could cut that sleeve and then we both go to the ground. And I'll tell you, if you're going against somebody not so good, you could just anticipate Uchimata and Sakashi it this way, right? You could defend it once and then angle step and Sakashi that. A little bit risky because, you know, if they switch a Tai or a Harai, you're gonna get loaded. So usually I like to, almost always, try to ride it right off the bat, right? Uchimata comes in, right? But, you know, oh shit. Try to ride this out through, right? Maybe side step and attack Seanagi off of that, right? And then sometimes it's like I'll try to bait a Sakashi. It's a little risky. I'm always afraid I'm gonna get tired or something. It's not one of my main things. But if you go Uchimata, right? If the guy's not good, as I'm riding this Uchimata, I'm gonna try to step out and bring his head down this way. And then if you go to your knee here, right? If you go to your knee here, it's very easy for me to step over. And then usually I won't get the juji, but I'll be able to step over and then score there, right? That's what, remember you used to, when you first started Uchimata, say don't go to your knees, don't go to your knees. Mm-hmm. When you go down, you get stepped over, right? So if you know Uchimata, right? Backstep Uchimata, two-step Uchimata, where you're trying to load the person, right? The loading one, that reaction really is like, oh man, like he's gonna load me, right? Because he's trying to load me here, right? Here, it's like, oh shit. Cool. And then I go into like the stepping through, create distance, keep my head upright, all those things. That's how you defend Uchimata.
Awesome. Thank you, Sensei.
Oh, thank you.